Right, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all right. I hope you're all very, very well. You knew this video was coming. It's expected, isn't it? Everyone, all the little haters out there, you guys were expecting me to do this, and I don't want to disappoint. You know, I want to bring you what you expect of me, because why not? You guys thought I was going to make it anyway, so I might as well. The Last of Us Part 2, the reviews are in, and they are overwhelmingly positive. And that's where people go, you see, we've got you. And you're just like, well, mate, Terminator Dark Fate. It's just laughable. And FYI, just want to say from the outset, it might be good. Of course it might be good. I've never said that it couldn't be good. I said narratively it just sounds like trash. Because it does sound like trash. Because it sounds like you're... Especially for fans that are built in with it and things like that. When the leaks came out, it sounded like it just pissed in their faces. But I want to just break this down because this is the standard cycle that we always get. You know, leaks happen. People say that they're true, i.e., you know, I comment on stuff like this. That Terminator Dark Fate, great example. I had photos from the set and stuff and was like, yeah, definitely this is all true and it sounds like trash. And if it is definitely true, then it's probably going to be trash. First reviews come out, they've said it's the best since T2. And I go, calm down. Just wait for the user reviews to come in. Calm down. That's not really high praise. User reviews come in and it's overwhelmingly negative and it bombs and it loses like $100 million. This is just the standard cycle. And these are all shills anyway. I don't like just you're picking and choosing who you're actually listening to. You're like, well, IGN said it's good, and then you know I'll find out other comments from the same individual that like, oh, you can't spell ignorant without IGN, and you're like, you fuck it, come on now, like confirmation bias. Like, what are you doing? So we're going to dive into this today, and just like all the stuff surrounding it. I'm not going to get into spoilers. There's just no point, so don't worry about that. Take a brief second to talk about my film. All you haters that are out there that are watching this, donate to my film. I'm making a film. To everyone that says I'm not creative and I'm, you know, wasting my time doing stuff like this, I've actually been trying to make a film for like a good couple of months now. It's very hard work, but I'm crowdfunding for it, so check it out down below. It's Blackfields. That's the title. I know, racist. And that's probably what, you know, that's a meme that people are probably going to say. And it's a high concept horror fantasy film, so check it out. Now, this is a review roundup. Now, I didn't want to go to the actual websites themselves, didn't really want to bring them traffic, didn't really want to bring this person traffic either. But you'll see the theme here, and then we'll get into the reviews, and you'll see little bit suspect. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, 8 out of 10. And then this is the lowest it's got, a 7 out of 10. And actually, there's more 10 out of 10s. It's overwhelmingly 10 out of 10s. And as well, like, I accept it absolutely could be a great game. No doubt about that. It could be really good. Of course it could. But these people are paid. And I'm not saying that they are paid specifically direct by the company, but they are incentivized to keep the company sweet. Same as all the reviewers that get early access to movies. Like, dependent on what kind of movie it is. Like, if you know, do you not remember? I used to get access to lots of journalist movie screenings. Don't get them anymore. Don't get them anymore. I think I've irritated some people. So just there is absolutely an inbuilt incentive to give high praise to these things, to not be brutally honest. Now these ones would be like these ones would have had access to like an advanced copy, right? Like a pre-copy, a review copy. So that's their incentive, and also to get the review out quick. That's why movie reviewers, that's why they're a little bit less harsh on movies sometimes. Hence why, yeah, integrity. I guess that's what we'll leave it at that. And you'll note that suspiciously, all of the reviews only talk about halfway into the game, and then they don't say anything else. So the leaks are like legit. They are confirmed. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the shill media. And by shill media, we just talk about that. I'm not saying money's exchanged. It may have done. But we talk about the incentivization. And there absolutely is an incentive to do this. There is, because you gain access quicker. So Push Square said that The Last of Us Part 2 adds a couple more inches to the already outrageously high bar that Naughty Dog had set for itself. This is the developer's crowning achievement to date. The thing that what I don't like about 10 out of 10 reviews on anything is 10 out of 10 is like, it's the pinnacle. Like it's the best of the best. You can't get better than 10 out of 10. So I don't think anything's really ever a 10 out of 10. It's like that's how I've always done reviews. I'd say like my highest is a 9.5. Like I just can't. You can't give anything a 10 out of 10. And you know, if it's their best to date, then it's 10 out of 10 now. It won't be 10 out of 10 in a few years, then would it? You know. But obviously, unparalleled presentation combines with the engaging gameplay loop that puts you in the shoes of its characters and forces you to feel all the tension and misgivings of its cast. It's uncomfortable, and not everyone will necessarily enjoy its direction, but that's ultimately what makes it so essential. Not everyone's going to enjoy it, but that's why it's super important. Super important because of that. Okay. And this is the same thing with Terminator Dark Fate. It's the best since T2. You know, like that's not high praise. That's not high praise when they turn around and say it's uncomfortable and not everyone's going to like it. But that's why it's essential. That's not high praise. That's like a backhanded compliment. You know, like that's a weird thing to say in a 10 out of 10 review. That's a weird thing to say. Or for the best of the best, right? Come on, you must agree with me. Like I'm a stickler for language. I do enjoy language, and that's very clearly misleading, isn't it? 10 out of 10, but not everyone's going to enjoy it. So careful. If it was 10 out of 10, everyone would enjoy it. Now IGN, again ignorant. The Last of Us Part 2 is a master. Bearing in mind, remember what they gave Alien Isolation. Never forgiven for that. The Last of Us Part 2 is a masterpiece worthy of its predecessor, taking strides forward in nearly every way. Ellie steps into the spotlight and carries... I wonder why. And carries the sequel in a manner that feels like the culmination of everything that's made Naughty Dog's blockbuster storytelling so memorable since the original Uncharted on PlayStation 3. It delivers a layered, emotionally shattering story on top of stealth and action gameplay that improves the first game's mechanics while integrating a bit more of Uncharted, greater mobility and action. But while Part 2 is a thrilling adventure, it still makes time for a stunning, nuanced exploration of the strength and fragility of the human spirit. The PlayStation 4 has one of the best exclusives in one of the generation's best games. Isn't the PS5 just like around the corner? Anyway, I don't know. I don't play console. I play PC. Video Game Chronicles, 10 out of 10. Naughty Dog has taken everything to the limit to create The Last of Us Part 2. The PS4, its design template, and its staff. In some respects, it's gone too far. But the results are undeniably spectacular, and this is the studio's best game yet. I mean, just... And let's have a look at the worst one, shall we? So the worst one is... This excessive padding and theoretically noble attempt to dive into deeper subjects also negatively impacts the gameplay too, as even its ace combat mechanics can't quite stay fresh and exciting when repeated that often over the span of 30 hours. What's left is a bloater that's forsaken enough of its soul to only just barely still be recognisable in its current form, shuffling around and proving that, unlike Ellie, it is not immune to devolving into a lesser form of life or a lesser form of itself. I mean, that's just... Look, honestly, just calm down. Like, seriously, these people are incentivized to give good reviews. They are incentivized. And again, it might be very, very good, but it's all based on user reviews. These people don't buy it. They don't consume it. So they are not the consumer here. So it's always best to wait till consumer reviews. And again, I've got to say, I cast your mind back to Terminator Dark Fate. Good God. Everyone loved it. It's the best. It's the best. It's awesome. It's so good. Thrill ride. Comes out. Most lackluster, forgettable, just, yeah. not particularly great, just a rehash of everything else. So just calm down. You guys were expecting this, all you little twat waffles that like to watch, bizarrely, just hate watch. You're expecting this, so I thought I'd give it to you anyway. So why not? Might as well. But I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And again, they are incentivized, and this is coming from someone that has had access and has now not got access. So I'm well versed in this. I could definitively vouch for it. They are incentivized. Make no mistake. And you know, and if you don't want to believe it, that's fine. But you're just being naive, and you know, more for you, I guess. But anyway, love to hear your thoughts. Let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Stay up to date on the world of pop culture and movie news by hitting the bell notification icon. Thanks so much. Take care.